Alright, so now we're going to look at a simple pivot table where, let's suppose that we want sales managers. Okay, so each product category has a sales manager, and the sales manager is associated with a particular regional office. Okay. Now suppose we want to include that in our analysis. So when we create a pivot table, we want to include that information. Okay. So we have product category right here in column A, and we want to look up for each product category who is the sales manager and who is the and which office that sales manager belongs to. Okay. And suppose we also want to consider profit. Okay, so you want profit. So let's start with profit. So what you would do, okay, simple Excel computation, and if profit, let's assume that the profit is sales amount minus product standard cost. So this will be sales amount, okay, minus product standard cost. Now if you make a plus and double click, that will copy the rest of the way in the column. So that's profit. We calculated it, okay, like you would calculate in Tableau 2, right? Now we want the sales manager and office to be included in the database so that we can use it in our pivot table. So we need sales manager, right? Then if you don't have a Power Pivot data model, you have to rely on just simple pivot table. Then we have to bring this information into this table, so that this is called a flat table. Okay. And so we can use VLOOKUP, right? So lookup value is the product category, comma, the lookup table. Okay. And remember, the lookup table must be absolute referenced, because otherwise the lookup table range will keep changing, right? So you do that by pressing the F4 key, comma, the sales manager is in the second column, so 2. Okay. And there is a fourth option. This is optional. So this is okay, is a logical value to find the closest match in the first column. Okay, is true or omitted, find an exact match, is false. Okay, so we want an exact match, so we'll is true if it is omitted. So closest match is what it will find, which is okay here. Okay, so we have the sales manager. Again, you double click there, and you will have sales manager, and we want office. Okay, we can use office with the same, so that should be A2. Okay, now office is in the third column, so change that to 3 and you will get office. Okay, so from here, product category, and get sales manager and office here. double click. Okay. So now we have all the data brought into this one single range. So now we can do a pivot table for this range, and we have the sales manager and office available here. So we can then bring in sales manager here and product category. Profit. Okay, we can bring in profit. I'm sorry, profit goes here, and so on. Okay, so now you have the data in, and then you can do, you can create whatever pivot table that you like. Okay. Now the problem is that this VLOOKUP is not very efficient, and it increases the data size. So this is not an efficient way of doing it. So we will look at a different way of achieving the same thing, which is much more efficient.